Hello, everybody. I'm Cheryl Tally Moss. Welcome to my organic food forest. In this episode, I'm going to share with you an update on my new seedlings that I started for my fall and winter garden, and some of them that I transplanted after growing them from seeds. And I'm also going to give you my 1 minute gardening tip. You guys know what the name is. I hope you didn't forget a Pearl from Cheryl. Okay, let's get started. I've been taking it easy for the last couple of days because I sprained my knee and I have a brace on it, and it usually takes about 5 or 6 days for it to get well. It's doing better, but I just had to come out again and show you how great all of my seedlings are doing. And I'm filming this through the insect barrier. And right here is where I planted the rutabaga seeds a few days ago. And the Swiss chard and the kale is coming up to be a nice size. So I'm very happy about that. And the red beets are over there. They're doing well. You can see the little beautiful red stems at the bottom, and the golden beets are here. Now I'm going to very carefully walk to the other bed and show you the other seeds that I directly sowed. So here are the seeds that germinated. Remember, guys, last week I showed you they germinated in 1 day. Yeah, they are doing well. Let me zoom in closer so you can get a better look. Isn't that beautiful? God is so good. From a tiny, tiny seed, we are growing a lot of greens. And this is what I meant the other day when I said I have too many greens that I have pressure canned and put in the freezer, that I won't be wasting time trying to make something out of that banana flower. Again, I am filming outside of the mesh insect barrier. So yeah, we have kale, 2 types of kale, and we have collards and turnips. So let me show you exactly where everything is. Let me look at this sign down here to make sure I'm not confusing which one this is. This is the curly kale right here. Right here is the red Russian kale. Over here, let's look at the label, or collards, I thought so. And then the purple top turnips. And you guys know that I'm going to be coming out here and thinning these out and really making little salads or stir fry with them. Yeah, so the temperature has dropped, and we got rain the other day, about a couple inches, and I'm just so thankful. Again, I'm still praying for the people in Southeast Texas, in the Houston, Texas area, because you guys know that they had a lot of water, like 3 and 4 feet of water in some places, like Beaumont, Texas. It's really horrible, and some people have died. So I want to send my prayers out to everybody in the vicinity of that flooding. I wish you the best, and I know some of you are going to have to start all over again. But you can make it. This too shall pass. That sounds a little weird when you're going through things, but I'm 65 years old, and I've experienced a lot. And let me tell you, I have survived a lot, and life is precious, and you can't start over. Okay. Back to the drawing. Here's my greenhouse. As you can see, I've taken the shade cloth covering off of it, and we'll go and walk around and go inside. The first thing I want to show you are my 2 mimosa trees that I've been growing from seed. It's only been a year. It'll be a year in January, and they grow approximately 36 inches a year. And I know they can be invasive, but I like challenges, and I'm going to be severely pruning these. I'm going to put one in my front yard and one in the backyard, and I'll keep a handle on them, even if I have to put them in a super large container. Right here are Mexican petunias that have reseeded themselves, and then I pick them up and I put them where I want to in the spring. And that's some rosemary and more Mexican petunia here. And as you can see right here, zinnias and carrots are doing very well. My tomato plants are growing very well. marigolds with those carrots. More tomato plants, marigolds. And it seems like they just started jumping overnight when we got a little rain. And there are three over there. Now, you guys remember in the video I showed you that something was eating on this plant right here? Well, it's trying to grow back. I may put it in a container. And I need to water these because this has been under this shelf. This shelf is rusted and rugged, but it was my husband's. And he passed away, and I still want to just keep it. The corn is doing good for the corn shoots. Actually, I could chop a lot of this off. I'm going to put some fish emulsion. It needs more nitrogen. And here's some parsnips I got to put out. Taking a long time for that spinach and lettuce and Swiss chard. The peppers are doing good. And here's a lot of kale I planted into these 2 grow boxes. And I just kept coddling this pepper plant all through the summer, keeping it shaded. Let me move down because I have it in a container. And as you can see, it is bursting with peppers. Okay, let's go and look in this bed. The only 3 things that I bought were transplants were broccoli, and they're doing well. And I transplanted these the other day before the rain, before I sprained my knee, or actually probably why I sprained my knee. And this is Savoy cabbage right in here. And all of this little long shoots, this is society garlic that I transplanted when I divided it. And I didn't need these collards, but I bought a few of them, 1 6-pack, and I planted them. Okay, let's see. Anything else? More society kale on the back of this bed. I transplanted it. So I don't have too much to do now. When the knee heals up, I'm gonna transplant some more of these marigolds in different spots. Put some over in this bed. And let's see. Because the cover won't go back on the greenhouse until around November. I'm still waiting for lettuce in this hanging basket to come up. A few peas are finally coming up. And these are the trindles that I'll eat in my salads. Let me see if I can get yeah. And more over here. Okay, so that's it for now. Satsuma tree. It has been up under the banana plants all summer being shaded, and I think this is probably a grasshopper that's been eating off of it. But anyway, this tree is 2 years old since I got it. And what you see is diatomaceous earth that got wet on these leaves that I was putting it on it so that, try to deter some of the damage. But a few leaves being bit off would not damage the plant itself. And this is what I was doing when I sprained my knee. I was digging out this hole. Let me see if I can lift this up. Oh, right there. It's a hole there, and I couldn't get it deep enough and have enough strength. Then I twisted my knee, I think. That's when it happened. So I just put the plant down there because this year I'm going to leave it outside because a lot of people are not aware that the satsumas can take temperature as low as 14 degrees. The lowest we got in the last few years is 16 degrees. So I'm going to cover it up and just leave it outside for the winter. And here's my last bed that I made. And it mostly consists of compost. Well, I grew okra, eggplant, and right there you see an artichoke. But anyway, I sowed some red beets, some golden beets, and you can see they're coming up right there. And the red beets you can see coming up right there. And right in here, I sowed some spinach seeds. They're not up yet. I think the rain washed these golden beets because that's not what spinach looks like. But that might be spinach right there. Okay. So I'll put all these little clips together and I'll upload the video. This episode of The Pearl with Cheryl is very, very simple. After I grow my onions, I let them dry out for about a month. I put them on a cotton towel. Some people use newspaper or a cardboard box. And after they're dry, I put them in a mesh bag. Now you can use onion bags from the grocery store, oranges, anything citrus comes in, those little nylon mesh bags. You can also use pantyhose or stockings. I just happen to have a couple of these stockings left over that I purchased online from Oriental Trading Company, and I usually stuff my grandchildren's stockings with goodies, fruits, nuts, candy, and little small toys. But again, you can find these bags at orientaltrading.com. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye now.